Hello, this is Marian Davenport with the League of Women Voters of Portland, and you're watching our video voters guide or listening to our podcast. We're here to talk with candidates running in the November 5th, 2024 general election. We are grateful for the support of the Carol and Velma Sailing Foundation, the League of Women Voters of Portland Education Fund, the Weiss Foundation, and our media partner, Metro East Community Media. With me today is Tiffani Penson, who is running for City of Portland Councilor, District 2, which includes most of North and Northeast Portland. Welcome, Ms. Penson.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Please tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're running for this office.
So yes, thank you. My name is Tiffani Penson. I was raised and rooted in Northeast Portland, and I live in my family home in the Concordia neighborhood. My father had a barbershop on Union Avenue, which is now MLK Boulevard. That became a place where community gathered to share stories while creating the perfect haircut. My mother worked her way up the ladder at Pacific Northwest Bell, retired early, and became a realtor. Like all Portlanders, we were huge Trailblazer fans, and I was the first Blazer ball girl. My parents instilled in me both a commitment to community and a sense of problem-solving urgency to get things done. I have plans to make Portland safe and livable, to house our neighbors. And when I think about housing our neighbors, I think about people that are working, that are always rent burdened, and people that are retired and on a fixed income, as it is cheaper to keep them in their homes versus letting them be out on the streets. Strengthening our economy and ensuring a skilled workforce, and to craft a city budget that is accessible and accountable. I am focused on forging stronger, more inclusive communities, which I do all as an elected Portland Community College board director, and in my role at the city as the people and culture manager. Voters have already elected me twice to the PCC board of directors, and I'm proud that during my time on the board, we opened up the Opportunity Center on 42nd Avenue, which includes affordable housing and daycare and wraparound services. As the board co-chair, I co-led the collaborative effort to pass the bond to modernize PCC's offerings to all students. And I oversaw the executive search and hired the first woman president of the college, Dr. Adrienne Bennings. I've served on several community boards, achieving milestones that improve the lives of children and families, and in North and Northeast Portland. I am also board chair of Kairos PDX, a nonprofit designed to eliminate the education achievement gaps for our children and provide support services for their families. In my work at the city, I've consistently identified new ways to work across bureaus and improve communication. I've created policy that supports minority and women-owned businesses, also that supports nonprofit organizations that provide wraparound services to our community. So that's about it in a nutshell.
You're listening to the Video Voter Guide interview and podcast with Tiffani Penson, who is running for City of Portland Councilor, District 2. What are your ideas for working productively with other council members from your district?
So in my role, I've worked for the city for over 20 years. So I'm unique in the fact that I've passed policy and I know what it takes to pass policy. I am currently endorsed by all three candidates running for mayor because of the work that I do with them now. I am a good collaborator. I focus on the issues that are being solved, and then how do you bring people together to solve the issue? I'm a good relationship builder because I've learned that building relationships is key to communication. I am transparent. What you see is what you get. And I am also committed to doing what is right for our community. I have a lot of experience in bringing people along because I feel like all of our voices are important. And it really is in the way in which you provide a sense of belonging and inclusion for people. And if you do that, you can get anything done.
What, if any, actions would you consider taking to address the current concerns related to the critical energy infrastructure hub on the Willamette River?
So I've just started to learn a lot about that. It's funny, for years I've driven by those and had no idea what they were. Though the first thing that I would think about is creating policy and ensuring that they are secure where they are. Some of them are not filled. So if we had a natural disaster, they would probably go everywhere because they're not filled. So making sure they're secure, and also we need an evacuation route. For those folks that are living over there, there is no clear evacuation route as if there was like an earthquake or a natural disaster that had to happen.
Are you satisfied with the performance of the Joint Office of Homeless Services? And if not, what changes would you support?
So am I satisfied? No, I'm not satisfied. I think one of the big changes it needs is to ensure that there's shelter and temporary housing. We have like 5,300 people living on the street, and we have to ensure that they have safe places to go. And so with solving this issue, it's not a one size fits all. And I know that they're focused on housing first, but we also need shelter and temporary housing to get people into safe spaces now.
Thank you so much, Ms. Penson. This concludes our video voters guide and podcast interview with Tiffani Penson, running for City of Portland Councilor, District 2. Election Day is Tuesday, November 5. To find additional election resources, please visit the League of Women Voters of Portland website, lwvpdx.org, and then exercise your right to vote. Your voice matters. Thank you.